You are now listening to The Voice. You are now listening to The Voice of Horror.
You think it's over now? You're wrong.
All aboard the night train.
It's over, Prime.
This is the siege.
I'm a man of my word.
Hey. Yeah. Dead or alive, consider this home. No killing the vibe in the Nightwatch zone. Xenomorphs hype when the lights come on. Hit like and subscribe and the show might blow. Go viral, no COVID, it's a spiral. Emotions, hand on the Bible. Only go sign on the dopest your vitals. Better tune in, yeah, you know it's vital. From Schwarzenegger to Kane Hodder, Corey G down to Harry Potter. Shit's Sigourney Weaver, love the Nightwatch zone. Come with me to the Nightwatch zone.
Well, there are two things a man should never run from, even if they cost him his life.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, guys? Good morning, or good night, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hope you guys are doing good. It's Thursday, and I was lucky enough to be able to get some time to hang out, chill out with you guys for a little bit, talk channel stuff, answer questions. And also I wanted to talk about, what I think is some underrated final girls, and maybe the most underrated of all time, and maybe do a little bit of a game here with you guys as well. So hopefully you guys are hanging in there. Let's see who we have in the chat, and let's get this thing underway. All right. And a blanket hello to everyone in case I don't get to everyone. Dominic's in the chat. What's up, man? Really cool to see you. Great having you on our watch party panel the other night. That was a lot of fun, bro. Russell, what's up, Russell? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Gina's hanging in there. What's up, Gina? Good to see you. Devious Divas in the chat. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Lamar too. What's up? You guys coming back? Hope you guys are doing well. Oh man. Yeah, Lamar, it's been a while. Yeah. Oh, so you fell off your son's scooter. Oh man, I hope you're doing okay. Woo. Hope you're doing good. Nathan, what's up? Nathan's in the chat. Good morning. Jennifer's in the chat. What's going on, Jennifer? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Mega Giants hanging in there with us. What's going on? Good to see you. I like it. Like Lamar starting off with some underrated final girls. Linda Blair, Tina from Return of the Living Dead. That's a good point, man. Very good. Very, very, very good. Love it. Dread Diver, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. And if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. It helps to support the channel. Carrie's in the chat. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And guys, congratulations to Carrie on her channel. Just a couple away from 900. If you haven't hit it already, which wouldn't surprise me, Carrie, I mean, you're going to just like hit those numbers quick. I can guarantee you that. But if you guys haven't subscribed to Carrie Crave Cinema, do so right now. Definitely do so right now. You'll totally enjoy her content. She's an absolutely amazing person and a great friend. All right. Lamar saying, I've missed everyone. We've missed you too. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Joseph are doing well. All right, guys. So let me real quick with some housekeeping. just to remind folks, I wanted to jump on here for a little bit this morning. I won't be on as long as usual because we still have a lot of things we're prepping and getting ready for, but we will be on tonight. This has been a busy for channel members and Patreon members, you guys know, because I've been, communicating with you guys, but it's been a busy several weeks on the channel and it's been a lot of fun. We've been doing a lot and there is no slowing down whatsoever, which is a good thing. It's a good problem to have. And tonight, we have the absolute honor and privilege that we'll be on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's literally about 6.5 hours away. And we are going to be talking to the one and only Kelly Maroney. So many amazing movies over the years, an 80s icon for sure, most notably Night of the Comet, Chopping Mall. I mean, this lady has been around and done so much great stuff. And we had the privilege to talk to her co-star from Night of the Comet about a month or so ago with Catherine Mary Stewart. So now we literally are talking to both of the leads from Night of the Comet, and I can't wait. So if you guys are around, please drop by and say hi. Let's show Kelly the strength of this community, which is amazing. So I hope you guys can stop on through, ask some questions, and say hello to Kelly. We had been working on this interview for a long time, and she's so gracious to give us a little bit of her time to be on here live with you guys. So please do, for Carrie or Val or anyone in the chat that has the link to that live stream, if you could put that in the live chat, that'd be great. But hit the link, give that live stream a like, and let's make sure that tonight we show Kelly all of our support because she's absolutely amazing. She's such a kind lady. Our communication back and forth before this interview has been so much fun. So I'm excited, man. This is like a dream come true to be able to talk to some of these icons, these filmmakers that I grew up watching. So that will be on tonight. And then our good buddy Ken and Ashley from Sledgehammer Horror, we're going to be on with them later on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about possession movies, our rankings, and that's going to be a lot of fun too. So definitely check that out. And also, let me also just tease this. I've been talking to channel members. Again, channel members, the Patreon members, you guys find this stuff out first. So if you are not a channel member and you'd like to help support the channel and get extra perks and watch parties and stuff, just hit the join button next to the subscribe button. But the channel members already know this, but next Thursday, we have a huge guest that's going to be on with us. And I'm so excited about it and getting the chance to talk with them. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. And that's not it, because in July, it might be one of the biggest moments ever on this channel, and it's going to be totally amazing. I haven't announced it yet, and I will be soon. So definitely, guys, a lot of great things happening on the channel, and we couldn't do it without you guys hanging out with us, watching our stuff, giving likes, leaving comments. So very exciting times. And plus, we just hit 28K the other day, so it was just awesome. Very, very cool. Let's see. What do we got going on in the chat? Carrie. I love it. Too funny. Lamar said, I'll come back. I always come back. This is home for me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. And Carrie, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Great job. Divas saying, I can't wait to see Kelly. Right? It's going to be amazing, guys. I mean, we're literally talking to, a horror icon live, and for a lot of people, especially if you're not a content creator, there's a lot that goes on to getting these things to happen schedule wise and other things and business things behind the scenes. So we worked really hard on this, and I hope you guys come by and hang out and support us and just show Kelly the strength of this community. But I can't wait to talk to her either. It's amazing for a lot of people that don't get this type of opportunity. Like if you go to a convention, to have an hour to speak with someone, you don't get that, so we're going to provide that here. And it's an amazing opportunity. It really is. So Mayanne, what's going on? Good to see you. All right. Jason, what's up? Jason's in the chat. Megan from Jason Lives, the most underrated. Coriander would agree. I love that. I love it. And thank you, Carrie, for putting in links into the chat. That helps out so much, seriously. Yeah. Diva saying, I watched her last night in Exorcism at 60,000 feet. Nice. Jason, it's time to bring on Amy Steele. Man, I'm telling you, man, when that happens, well, first of all, you'll be one of the first people to know. But yeah, we'll see. Anything's possible, man. Anything is possible. And there's a link for our interview tonight with Kelly Maroney. Please click the link, hit the like, and please make sure you stop by tonight, even if it's just for a little bit. And we'll be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Dominic saying, you've talked to a bunch of horror icons so far. I'm excited to see you interview more of these icons. Yeah. I mean, seriously, man, it's just really, really cool. And Jen, thank you. Saying congrats on 28K. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We really, really do. It means a lot. It really does. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So some of you guys are putting in some great final girls. And I just want to start off with talking about a few, in my opinion. And I think that some of these final girls, they definitely get overlooked. And sometimes it's for specific reasons. Maybe the movie didn't do that well, or maybe they're in a franchise where they get overlooked, or different things like that. But I'll start off with one of my favorite final girls is from Hellraiser, Kirsty. I absolutely love her character. When I was a kid, when I first saw Hellraiser, scared the crap out of me. Just everything about it, the practical effects, the atmosphere, the tone, it was just, and it still is, a very dark and moody and intense-filled horror film, and I think that Ashley Lawrence, her portrayal of this character, it really resonated for me, and growing up in the 80s, and this movie came out in 87, it just really hit home. It really hit home for me, because when you watch, the thing about horror movies, which is a little bit different from a lot of other genres, maybe other than action, but with horror movies, you get so invested in these characters. If you connect with them, you can get so invested with these characters, and it's almost like you're living the events of the horror movie, through their eyes, like you are them. And with Kirsty, first of all, I was scared as hell for her. She's dealing with demons, basically. Angels to some, demons to others, whatever. But they're demons, man. When you talk. When you're talking about Pinhead and the Cenobites, it probably doesn't get any worse, man. These beings, these otherworldly beings coming from hell. So I got to give her a lot of credit. And also, what was really cool is when you talk about her portrayal in Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. First of all, Hellbound to me is a very underrated sequel. When you talk about horror sequels, and we've done that a lot on the channel, Hellbound doesn't get talked about a lot. It really doesn't. And at some point, I'm going to try to rectify that and do a lot more talking about it, because I think, number one, the atmosphere was as good, if not better, than the original, and that's really difficult to do. Everything was kind of amped up, but not in a way where it was just quantity over quality. You get what I'm saying? Like, it still had a really good story. Kirsty was still very important in that story, and everything was, the stakes were higher, because like in the first movie, you literally had hell coming to her, or to the characters, and in part 2, or the second movie, you literally had the characters going to hell. So it was really, really, it was cool. It was cool to see that. And I definitely think that she does not get talked about nearly enough. So Kirsty from Hellraiser, she, to me, is an iconic final girl, and I think that, again, doesn't get talked about enough. We haven't talked about her enough on this channel. I'm going to definitely try to rectify that. But seriously, I think that is a great example of an underrated final girl. No doubt about it in my mind. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. But seriously, that is definitely one I got to say is, whew, yeah. Lamar going with Amy Steele and April Fool's Day. Yeah. I mean, good point. Good point. You know, I love Amy Steele. I mean, she's literally one of my favorite final girls ever. Okay, ever. So if there's ever any trivia and you guys hear that question of what's Knight's favorite final girl, you can best be assured that Amy Steele is at the top of that list. Just one of my favorites of all time. One of my favorites of all time. Let's see. Dominic, I believe you'll have Ed Harris on the stream and you have to play that video for him. I would. I so would, man, because Ed Harris he's just such a great actor. I love everything he's in. And to play that clip from Creepshow, which was like really early in his career, and I'm sure he might get a chuckle out of it. Hopefully he'd get a chuckle out of it. But yeah. Yep. Jason saying, let's get Tony Todd to play the tall man in the Phantasm remake. Bro, that he could do it, man. Like he has that same charisma and that magnetism that Angus had. You know what I mean? With the tall man, you have to have that because it's not like he's, given a whole bunch of dialogue. He's got those moments where he just boom, he says what he has to say. Man, that would be a cool thing to see. I don't know if it would ever happen though, man. I really don't, but I'd love to see it. You could just imagine him saying boy, he'd be really good at it, man. Dominic saying underrated final girl, Chris, Alice, and Trish. Absolutely, man. Let me just say, because obviously you guys saw the thumbnail, so you know one of the people I'm going to talk about. But let me start with Alice. First of all, Alice being the first in the Friday franchise, and you guys, if you haven't heard the story, first of all, you should have heard the story by now. But she's very special to me, not only as a character, but Adrienne as an actress, because that literally was the moment when I officially was a horror fan, became a horror fan, was on board with horror. Watching Friday the 13th, and especially that stinger at the end, getting through that and not totally crapping my pants, that was that was a special moment, man. So Alice is always going to be in my heart. And when we got a chance to meet Adrienne King, bro, the one regret I have is that we took some quick video of her autographing, doing a couple of signed autographs for us, and we took 2 pictures, and I've shown them here before. I don't have it ready here right now, but I've shown the picture before. And man, I must have got at least 4 or 5 hugs from Adrienne King, and I was just like, bro, this is a moment here. This is a moment. This is like the queen of Friday the 13th. And the biggest regret I have is that I didn't get like specific video with her, like really to mark the moment. And I know she would have done it too, because she was so kind and we were just chilling with her. We chilled out with her for at least 15 minutes, at least. And she was just really kind to me and Coriander. And man, I know that we could have gotten some really cool video. But at the time, I was just so overwhelmed and not thinking straight. And but anyways, next time I get a chance to meet her, for sure, I'm gonna really mark the occasion. But Trish as well. Trish is very underrated. I loved her in 4. We talked about 4 I think it was last week when we were talking about our versus episode of Friday 4 versus Halloween 4. Yeah. So Nathan coming in with Aaron, absolutely. No doubt. Virginia from happy birthday to me. Sienna terrified too. Sienna, man, I'm telling you what, guys, if Damien is able to do what he's planning with Terrifier 3 is coming, guys. Like it's totally, and he has this vision for what he's planning to do as far as with Terrifier 3 kind of getting to those dark roots again, kind of like the original Terrifier. And Sienna's going to be in the movie, of course. And man, this is the beginning of not only a great final girl, but a horror icon. I mean, art is already well on his way, and Sienna as well. So this is really cool, we're actually being witnesses to this as it happens, and obviously you guys have heard me talk about Terrifier. We did our Slasher Movie Club episode on Terrifier. We've talked about Terrifier 2, and we're going to cover anything we can for Terrifier 3. And I'm just saying, just going to tease it, some bigger things could happen Terrifier wise on this channel. That's all I'm going to say. There's been things brewing. So yes. Kirsten's in the chat. What's up? Good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Dan's in the chat. What's going on, Dan? Good to see you. Saying can't listen at the moment, but Molly from Tourist Trap. Yes, bro. Great choice. And I love Tourist Trap. Nobody talks about that. We love that movie. We talked about it on Slasher Movie Club. And man, that is a great pick. Dan, I knew you'd you'd give a pick that was like, truly underrated. Great pick, man. I love that movie so much. And I got an idea too, man. I'm gonna message you. Obviously, for you guys, that are members, channel members, or Patreon members, I get a chance to communicate with you guys quite a lot. But I've got an idea for something, Dan. So I'm gonna definitely have to get in touch with you on that. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. Jason saying Kirsty went through some crazy stuff, had her father pass away, super creepy uncle, yes, step monster, and dealing with hell. Yes, absolutely. Divas saying The Rock was a great movie. The Rock was a great movie, man. I love that movie. I still watch that movie. Listen, The Rock not only had Ed Harris, who was just amazing. Like every time he was on screen, it was amazing. But it had, peak Nicolas Cage, and I love Nicolas Cage. But you also had Sean Connery. I mean, come on. Seriously, that movie is just iconic. It truly is. No doubt. Mega Giants and Jessica Biel and TCM 03. Yes. Good point, man. Very underrated. Very underrated. She was so good in the movie that it was like, man, it's too bad that, she couldn't come back and do another entry in the franchise, because I think not only was that movie great, to me one of the better horror remakes ever, and especially in that time period, that time period that was like a 15-year stretch, you know what I'm saying, where they were making remake after remake, and especially of some really, really legendary IPs. TCN was one of the best, and obviously Jessica was the star of that, well deserved, and she kicked ass, man. She really, really did, no doubt. Gina saying Juliette Lewis never gets mentioned as the final girl from Dusk Till Dawn. She was great, and she was. Yes, she was. I agree. She was really good in that, and I loved. And Gina, we love that movie. We talked about that when we talked about our ranking of the best vampire films. And Juliette Lewis was a great part of what made From Dusk Till Dawn great. WDRD, what's up? Saying hello, welcome. And again, if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. Dominic saying Juliette Lewis from Cape Fear. Yes, good point. I love that Cape Fear. It was a great one, man. Robert De Niro was creepy as hell. Scary too, very much so. Jason saying Terry from Motel Hell needs to be mentioned. Yeah, she saw some crazy stuff. She saw the first person to don the pig head way before Saw. Yeah, that's true. Amanda from Saw. Yeah, I agree. Jennifer saying, what's the definition of a final girl? What would be the qualifications? I always wondered this. Well, to me, a final girl is that character in the movie, generally, in my way of looking at it, generally is either one of the leads or big focus of the story. But sometimes you can have more than one in a single movie, right? Now, some people look at it like the final girl has to survive. Now, and I don't have any issue with that, but you might also look at final girls, define them as final girls, but they didn't survive the movie. You know what I mean? So it's possible. It's possible. You guys let me know what is your definition of a final girl? Does she have does that character have to survive the movie? Let me know. What's up, Extron? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, I knew Carrie would say this. Julie James, underrated. Yes. Grace from The Hitcher, Aaron from TCM. Yes. No doubt. And Carrie's number one, I'm sure, is Alice. Yes, from the Dream Master. You know I had to say it. I love it. Extron saying, did we say Sienna from Terrifier 2? Yes, we did. We definitely did. Yeah. No doubt. Now, Carrie, let's see what her definition. She says, final girl to me is a female who's in the thick of it from start to end. She fights, she's intelligent, she's innovative. That's my definition anyways. I definitely can co-sign that. Because, she has to have a focal point in the movie. She doesn't necessarily have to be the lead. Okay, let me give you guys a great example. Like when we just talked about this the other night on our Versus stream, we did Nightmare 3 versus Friday 6. So you've got Megan, who's the final girl, but she's not the lead. That's Tommy's movie. Jason Lives is Tommy's story. Okay, so the final girl has to have, some weight in the story, but she doesn't have to be the lead. Okay, at least that's how I look at it. I mean, you guys can let me know how you look at it, but that's how I look at it. Lori didn't survive resurrection, but she's still a final girl. No, she's not, Carrie. Come on. Carrie's making fun because, and if you guys haven't watched my latest video, because I was talking about the most emotional death in the entire Halloween franchise, and I railed on the queen herself, Jamie Lee Curtis, as Laurie in Resurrection only. And although I absolutely love her, I love the character of Laurie Strode, I just think they did her so dirty in Resurrection. And I know she didn't want to do the movie and they needed to find a way to get her out quick. But she did some dumbass shit in that movie, man, going up to Michael like that. You don't do that to Michael Audrey Myers. But she's still one of the greatest final girls. This one's for you, Carrie, messing with me.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, bitch.
She said sorry for bringing it up. It's all good. It's all good. Ralph's in the chat. What's up? Did anyone say Sydney? Gotta give Nev Campbell some love. Oh yeah. I don't think she's underrated at all, though. I think there's a lot of fans, not only of Scream, obviously, but of Nev Campbell and the character of Sydney Prescott. She's a iconic final girl, no doubt. And I think rightly so. I absolutely love Sydney. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen, if she's actually going to be in Scream 7 or not. I'm nervous though, guys. I'm nervous because it could go either way. It really could. I know she would like to come back if everything adds up. And I know Radio Silence wanted her to come back if everything adds up. But, so many times, as we know, and I've talked a lot about it for various franchises, and this is spanned over the years, when studios get involved in stuff, it can either be a good thing, but a lot of times it can be a bad thing. So I'm really nervous to see what's going to happen with Sydney. I really am. Nathan coming in with Kenzie from The Strangers Pray at Night. Oh, good choice. All right. Carrie coming in with Kate from Valentine. She's definitely a final girl, in my opinion. I can agree with that. I co-sign that. Absolutely. Waffles is in the chat. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dominic says, I love Resurrection. Dominic, stop. Stop it. No, I'm just joking, man. Look, hey, everybody has their thing. I am not a fan of Resurrection as a whole. There were some good things in it, and that's actually part of what what made me even more frustrated with it is the fact that they had some good things in it, but man, overall, no, bro. I just woo, seriously. But let me know this, Dominic, because I do appreciate hearing a different opinion. Let me know some of the things that you enjoy most about it, or whatever comes to your mind, because I'd love to hear that. It's definitely a movie that has its fans. It has its detractors too, but it does have its fans. So let me know, man. I can appreciate that. Val, what's up? Val's in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Let's see. Katie from Megan is a pretty good kid final girl. That's a great choice, Extron. Yes, I agree. A very good performance too. I really enjoyed Megan a lot. I think that they really did a good job of giving us, some good character development, and also they brought in the creep factor, the chills and some scares with Megan herself. It's funny too, because I always say when you have a child actor, and we've seen a lot of examples, and I'm talking specifically in horror movies, it can go either way, whether it's Andy in Child's Play, Katie and Megan in Jamie, or I should say Jamie Lloyd in Halloween. It can go either way. But Katie was great. I really enjoyed her character. I really, really did. No doubt. No doubt. All right, let's see what else we got. Carrie said, I love that clip. I know, I do too, man. WDRD saying there was a movie where the final girl dropped the killer from the second story of the stairs, then went down and stabbed him 300 times. I can't remember the name of the movie, early 80s, I think. Ooh. Well, if someone can figure that out, let me know. Because I don't know what movie that is either. I might have seen it though. Chances are I might have seen it and maybe forgotten it. That's possible. Very possible. But yeah, and WDRD, if you find that out, let me know. Let us know in the chat, because now I'm super curious. Million's in the chat. What's up? What's up? Saying, hey, Night, just saw you live. Wanted to check in on my way to NYC to do my thing. Salute. Hey, I hope everything goes well, man. Listen, I told you, man, I listened to that song a bunch of times. You're gonna be all right. So good luck, man. Let me know what goes on. Throw me a message later on, man. But good luck and have fun. All right. Carrie, you just took it right out of my mouth, saying I'm still counting her because she did survive the first one, but not the second Final Destination. But Clear Rivers. Clear is definitely an underrated final girl. Ali Lauder, to me, can do no wrong. I absolutely loved her in both of these movies. And what was so good about her is another example of a final girl. In the first movie, she wasn't the lead, right? She wasn't the lead. She had a lot of weight in the story, though. A very interesting character. But then in the second movie, it was like, okay, now she's been a survivor to the degree that she was surviving, being locked up in a padded room on her own, on her own admission. But she was really cool in Final Destination 2. I love Final Destination 2, and Clear is a big part of that. Matter of fact, I think it would have been cool if she had survived Final Destination 2 and had done another movie. Maybe not 3, because you guys know I love Mary Elizabeth, and Final Destination 3 was fantastic. But if they had brought Clear back later on, maybe in 4, or maybe even the new one that they're working on, I would have loved to have seen that. She was a great final girl. And the thing about Final Destination 2 that was so cool was also that interaction that she had with Tony Todd, because he came back. So now you got these characters that you've seen before, and we're getting a little bit more of them. And I always loved it when, he would just Clear, and it's like Tony Todd's the shit, man. And every time he said her name, it was just so creepy. But you took it right out of my mouth, Carrie. Great choice. I'd love to see Ali Lauder in more horror, man. I really would. She was even good on which one was it? House on Haunted Hill, right? Yeah. She's just good, man. I think there are some actors and actresses, they're just really their talents really lean well into horror and thriller, style movies, for whatever reason. That's not to say they can't do anything else, because you can damn well bet that they can, whether it's action or comedy or rom-coms or whatever. But I think she's really good in those type of roles. Yeah, I'd love to see her in some more horror. I really would. And Val's also saying Kirsty from Hellraiser. Val, that was the first person I talked about, was Kirsty. No doubt at all. Kirsty is definitely underrated. No doubt at all. Yeah. Extron saying, I think Jason Takes Manhattan might be my least favorite Friday movie now. What? Really? No, I'm just joking. It's it's low on the list for me too, as well as Killian and Coriander. But it's not the lowest. Man, I gotta remember, because you guys know how I feel about Jason Goes to Hell. No, shout out to my man Eric too. But actually, I think we did have Manhattan as the bottom of the list. I can't remember. We did that episode. We did that ranking episode. Well, now it's been probably about 8 months. But yeah. Jesse from Wrong Turn. Carrie coming in with Jesse from Wrong Turn. Good one. Ralph is not a fan of Halloween Resurrection. I don't blame you. Horrorbee's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen the Saw franchise. Isn't Amanda a villain? Yeah, cool to think of her as a final girl, but do final girls need to be virtuous? Just asking. Love hearing opinions. I think that it could go either way, right? I mean, if you look at, and there's movies where you see that, where you see a character that is not, a good character, and you can still consider them as a final girl or final guy. So, yeah, that's a good one. You guys, let me know what you think. I personally think they could be either way. I don't think they have to be a good girl or a good guy. Yeah, that's a good question. You got me on that one. Yeah, good one. Let's see. Dread Diver saying Kate Hudson in The Skeleton Key. Yeah, she was great in that. I really enjoyed that. I wish that she did more horror and thriller. That would be really, really cool. Yep. Jason going with Sarah and Resurrection. Come on now. You come on. You gotta stop. But I mean, she was pretty good in it. But I just, some of the choices that were made, I just don't think made it a great Halloween movie, But she was one of the few things that was that was really, really good. Russell's going with Tina from Friday 7. No doubt. Tina is one of our favorites for sure. Dominic saying, I loved Michael in Resurrection. He was a beast, killing people in different ways. He definitely was killing them in different ways. Hanging out in his little... Look, man, the underneath the Myers house was like a town. I don't know if he just dug out a whole freaking city underneath of that house or what. I was like, what is going on? What is going on in this movie? Oh, man, I'm telling you. Resurrection. Let's see. Gary saying, I'm counting her because she survived and she was amazing. Theo from The Haunting. Yes. Preferably the remake, but I can go with both. Yeah, man. Yeah, Theo was a good character. No doubt. Ralph says, Resurrection was awful, but Buster rhymes with his iconic line, trick or treat. Funny as hell. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Now Carrie's coming in with Mary Elizabeth Winstead in Final Destination 3. Can you call her final girl? Because they technically did not show her die at the end of 3. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Do we count the final girls that don't survive? Can you be considered a final girl if you don't survive the movie? I think you can count. I think you can count them as that. I mean, maybe you put a little asterisk next to their name, but I think you got to count them. I mean, she was amazing in that movie, Dominic saying obsessed with Ali Larter. She's really good at playing a psycho. She is. She really is. Yep. Dread saying, how about Alicia? Yes, count her as well. Absolutely. And Val is putting the link into the live chat. That is for our big interview tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Kelly Maroney. And it's going to be so cool. So cool to be able to sit down and talk with her live for an hour, guys. I mean, I was just talking about how I was happy to have 15 minutes with Adrienne King at a convention, and that was great. But you don't get an hour with these these actors and actresses, and we're so lucky to be able to get that amount of time with Kelly and be able to ask any questions that we have, but also for you guys to ask any questions that you have. And she's a really cool lady. She is. So definitely make sure you join us tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit the link to the link that Val has right there, and it will send you to our stream. Hit the like button and all that stuff. Trish from Jeepers Creepers from Nathan. That's a good idea. I like that. Yep. She was good in it. She was. Jason, Heather from TCM 3D. Because she said, do your thing, cuz. She had her moments, man. I haven't seen TCM 3D in a while. It wasn't horrible. I know it gets a lot of hate from people, but it wasn't horrible. Maybe we'll have to do a watch party of it or something sometime soon. And Carrie is going off in this chat. You're all right, girl. Saying, I got another one. Edith from Crimson Peak. Oh, yes. Poor girl was oblivious to what was going on around her, but she fought back near the end. Yes. Good point. The FD 180's in the chat. What's going on? Welcome. Saying, what about Tuffy from Feast? No one talks about her. Ooh. Now, see, here's the thing, guys. We literally could probably come up with about 30 or 40 of these underrated final girls. We really could, right off the top of our heads. I think what's really cool, especially with the horror genre, is that you have so many characters that stand out, that can be memorable, from movies, and even from movies that maybe aren't widely enjoyed. You know what I mean? And that's what's so cool about it. Stretch from TCM2, good point. Bones in the chat. I love Stretch. Great character. Caroline is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes. Extra. Michael had a whole big torture chamber and resurrection underneath his house. Man, he literally had a city underneath of his house. I'm thinking to myself, as they're walking around down there, I'm like, how the hell is it this much land that's been carved out or whatever, dug out, tunneled out? It's like, this is ridiculous shit, man. I'm serious. But it's all good, man. That's what they did. So what are you gonna do? Oh man. Jason saying, sounds like we need a resurrection watch party. Let's go. Make our dreams happen. Yeah. See, now it's funny. Now, when we did Halloween Fest last year, we teamed up with our amazing friend Steven from Craving Something Scary. We were trying to pick out the movies that we wanted to watch, right? So obviously we watched, the new trilogy, but we also watched 3, 4, 5, and also H2O. And we were like this close to doing Resurrection just to see what would happen. So yeah, I'm saying it right now. We're going to have to do a Resurrection watch party, maybe before Halloween season comes around. We'll see. But, we're hoping to do Halloween Fest again. So we definitely got to put that on the docket. Dan saying, psyched for Kelly. Me too, man. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. Val saying, Kirsty from Hellraiser took on the Cenobites and survived. Very underrated. Yeah, I agree. Severely underrated. I think she definitely needs to be at least in that B level of final girls, if not the A level. When you're in multiple movies and you're performances are great. I think that you have to be considered, you know. WDRD saying Final Exam, I think was the name. Oh my God, I've seen that, man. It's so funny. Just to let you guys know. Now, first of all, we've done a lot of watch parties on the channel, but just to let you guys know, and some of you guys that are channel members know this because we've done exclusive watch parties with our channel members and our Patreon members, which again, if any of you guys are interested in becoming channel members and watching some really cool movies with us exclusively and alone, hit the join button next to the subscribe button. But we did a watch party. It was a private watch party for Final Exam, and I haven't uploaded it yet. And I've been wanting to do that. Maybe I will do that sooner than later. But we had Steven with us from Craving Something Scary. We had Katie from Popping the Popcorn, and that was a fun watch, man. I do remember the stairs when you were talking about that scene. In my mind, I was trying to think, what is that horror movie? But yeah, I think it was Final Exam because didn't he have a bow and arrow or something? I think so. Yeah, and I had never seen that movie before we did the watch party. So good call, man. Good call. Abigail from Stay Alive. Holy shit, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Wow. Carrie's coming in with some knowledge here. Yeah. The Final Girl from Leatherface, 1990. Yeah, TCM3. Good point. Good point, Dominic. I agree. Let's see. And I know I'm way behind, but I'm going to try to catch up here. Oh yeah, the Final Girl from The Prowler. Good, Gina. Wow, Gina's you. That's a deep cut because of course you know we did that on Slasher Movie Club, and that's a great choice. My God, that's a great choice. I love that. Good call, Gina. Yes. FD saying Jordana Brewster from TCM The Beginning as well. I put her above Jessica Biel from the remake. Really? Bro, man, now you got me thinking. Wow, man. I got a cool idea, man. But so you're putting her above Jessica Biel. Wow. You know, I'd have to really think about that. I don't know if I'd put her above. I mean, she was good in TCM The Beginning, but wow. Man. That's a good one. That's a good, man, I got to write that down. That is a good point. I'm writing that down right now. What was her name in TCM The Beginning? If anyone can remember. That is a good one. I like that. Because I haven't seen TCM The Beginning in probably, I'd say at least 5 years. At least. Maybe, well, yeah, I'd say 5 years. And let me just say real quick, FD180, if you can find out her name, let me know her name. But I love that comment. That's a good one. Let me know also, why are you putting her above Jessica Biel? I'm curious. Carrie saying, let's do Resurrection Mystery Science Theater 3000 style. Yes. And Bones, you took it right from me, man. Kelly Maroney from Chopping Mall. Have a nice day. That's right. We got to give her some credit. Definitely underrated as hell. Yes. Kelly, just as an actress, you know, so underrated, and even in Night of the Comet, right? Cool stuff, man. Can't wait to. I'll try to make sure I let her know that we gave a little shout out to her as a underrated Final Girl. So, and Bones, if you're around at 6, remind me because we're gonna be live with Kelly. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you. And let me catch up here because we are almost at the end. Yeah, Final Exam is underrated, man. It was the first time I had seen it, but I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. That's right, Dominic. Dude, we were trying to watch X-Ray, aka Hospital Massacre, and bro, the movie kept freezing. I couldn't believe it. We were like, I think we still had about 18 minutes left in the movie or so, which was like the finale. So, Dominic, I'm gonna let you guys know, you know, for you guys that are Patreon members and channel members, I'm gonna let you guys know when we're gonna finish watching it. It might be Friday night. evening, night. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure that out because we got to get our scheduling situated. But yeah, we got to finish it because that is the movie we're talking about on this Monday for Slasher Movie Club. And the other thing too, and I mentioned this last week on Slasher Movie Club, I really want to make it a lot more of a club style vibe so that you guys, number one, get a chance to watch the movie, with us, but also to make sure you can watch the movie so we can talk about it on the actual stream. So, but yeah, we're still, working out a little bit of the kinks in that idea, but we really want to make the Slasher Movie Club streams a lot more involved and interactive, especially with you guys and the audience that are with us every Monday night. And we really appreciate that because it's a special series that we've been doing. It's really near and dear to Coriander's heart, my heart, and for you guys that are always there with us supporting it. It really means a lot because we know we don't always talk about movies that are really, really popular, but that's the whole point of why we do it. So, yeah, cool. Mayan said, when it's Hospital Massacre again? Hopefully on Friday. Hopefully on Friday, man. We will make sure to watch it though. We will, and I will let you guys know. I will. Let's see. Jason saying, Night, please do some Stay Alive videos. Watch party review the live stream discussion. Movie is so good. Okay, you know what? Well, Jason, I tell you what. Leave me a comment. Well, we talk on email too. So, like I said, for you guys, some of you guys I communicate with fairly often. Remind me about that because I haven't seen Stay Alive in a while, but I do remember liking it. So make sure to leave a comment or get back to me and remind me about that, and we'll try to make that happen. Okay, FD180 saying it's Chrissy. That's right, Chrissy. Okay, yeah. That was her character in TCM the beginning. Yes. Good call. I knew Carrie would know it. I knew it. I knew you would know it. Carrie's Carrie. She's making sure we get it. You're all right, girl. Oh man. Let's see. FD180 said she had more fight in her overall. Beale was kind of passive and ran away. I could agree with that. Jordana was stealthy like a hunter. Takes a lot to go up against Leatherface. Beale just ran over the sheriff. She sure did. Oh my God. Oh, true enough. Well, I like that. That's very, very true. That's a good explanation. Well said. Mega Giants also giving a vote for Alexandra in TCM 3D. Yeah. Yes. WDRD saying, I think the Final Exam Girl was the real precursor to Sydney. I could see that. Yep. Jamie saying TCM the beginning is such a good movie. Yeah, I'm all excited to revisit it. I really am. So Gina saying Stay Alive is great. I actually own it. Like I said, guys, this is where it's really cool because I haven't seen it in a while, but now it's like I gotta watch it again. I really, really do. I haven't seen it in I don't even know how many years, but I remember enjoying it. Yes. FD saying TCM the beginning is my number one in the franchise. Ooh. Now, I just want to say this. It's interesting you say that because we're going to be ranking TCM the franchise soon. Our game plan, and I haven't even really said this to anyone, but is to dive back into TCM a bit because we haven't had a chance to do that yet. We've gone through so many of the other major franchises, whether it's Scream, Halloween, Friday, Nightmare, Final Destination, Saw, so we got to get back into TCM. Yes. Jamie saying, are you guys playing a game? Well, I'll tell you what, Jamie, this has become kind of an interesting game because people are just throwing out some amazing underrated Final Girls, but it's not necessarily a game. But we're going to be closing down the stream soon. But I want to give a shout out to my girl Chris from Friday 13th Part 3. And I honestly believe she's truly underrated. just in general, but even within the Friday franchise itself. And I will admit, I've even underrated her. We talk a lot about obviously Jenny. We've talked about Alice. We talk about Trish. We talked about Trish, last week on our Versus stream on Tuesday night. We've even talked about Tina because Tina was amazing. But Chris, man, Dana Kilmo was so good in that role, and that character was so amazing in that movie. She not only had to deal with Jason and the situation, but she was overcoming her PTSD, her trauma from the attacks she survived before the events of the movie. And that finale, I'll never forget watching Friday 3 as a kid. That finale was amazing, man. Like, she was smart, she was brave, she was, physical. She was courageous. I mean, seriously, it was a great finale. One of my favorite finales in the whole franchise. And you guys know I love the Friday franchise. So I wanted to give a little bit of love to Chris because I don't think she gets nearly enough love as a final girl. And even within her own franchise. And when I think of underrated, she's one of the ones that come to my mind, really, really quick because she was just so cool. I would have loved to have seen her in a sequel. I really would have. I know at the end they showed her being, totally traumatized and, almost this Sally type of vibe going on, Sally from the original TCM, which, that was fine, but I would have loved to have seen her come back. I know that was a game plan at one point, and Dana, it just didn't work out. But I think she's a fantastic final girl. She really, really is. So that's the one that I really wanted to throw out there for you guys. Just some food for thought, that you can kind of absorb for the rest of the day if you think about this, because there is so many people you could choose for underrated final girls. It truly is. And you guys have named some really great ones. Val, thank you for reminding people to hit that like button. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. And Jason saying Halloween, the Freddie Harris story. Myers can really build a basement. Yes. Yes. What's up, Chuck? Chuck's in the chat. We're gonna be winding down in a minute or two, but welcome. Definitely catch the replay, bro, because there's been some great choices made for the most underrated final girl. These guys have been coming up with some good ones. Jamie said, yes, I want in on this TCM talk. Jamie, seriously, and I know you love TCM. Yeah, we're gonna definitely try to dive into the franchise. I've got a couple ideas, so definitely keep your eyes open. We might have to, get you on and do some talking with us because it's a lot of great stuff to talk about in the franchise. It's an OG franchise. Carrie coming in with a super chat. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. And as you know, it helps. It helps immensely. Final boy time. Carter and Preach from Deep Blue Sea. There you go. All right. I like that. Boys need love too. Jesse from Nightmare 2. I love him. Jesse from Nightmare 2, man. Yeah, Nightmare 2, and as you know, and hopefully most of you guys have seen us, when we did our Nightmare 2 episode, I think Nightmare 2 sometimes it doesn't get the love it deserves. Now, for you guys that don't know, Nightmare 2 was the first nightmare I saw. So it's very special to me. And obviously Jesse being the lead in that movie, it's a special movie. It really is. Yeah, I mean, I love Nightmare 2. So there you go. But Carrie, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It helps out so much. So hey, let's play one for you. Here we go.
Bring that fat ass over here.
This. Like this. Swing your hips. Swing your hips. Fire! Swing your hips.
Yeah, got
Thank you so much, Carrie. Really, seriously, I appreciate it so much. That helps out a lot. That's a great way to close this stream out. I appreciate you. You know that. And congrats again. Seriously, that's a great milestone. And I know what it's like to grind. You got to keep working, keep working, keep working. So thank you so much, Carrie. Let's see. As I get ready to head on out, Castellar saying Rachel from Halloween 4 was superb. No doubt. Absolutely love Rachel. They did her dirty in 5. Check out my latest video. And I railed upon that. Christina Ricci from Sleepy Hollow. That's a great one too. Yes. Sleepy Hollow is very underrated. Jamie says she agrees. Chris is an underrated final girl. She really is, man. She really is. I love her character, man. Chuck, also a fan of Chris. Yes. Lexa from Jason X. Yeah, she definitely, she deserves more appreciation too, man. I love Jason X. Yes. Absolutely. No doubt. Ash as a final guy. No doubt. I agree with that. You gotta agree with Ash, right? WDRD saying, love the content. I will be joining this weekend. Oh, cool. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. And again, for any of you guys that do become channel members or Patreon members, we have a lot of fun, man. We do a lot of private watch parties and hangouts and stuff like that. And we also have some other things that we're planning to do as well. So thank you so much. I appreciate even the consideration for it. It really helps us and keeps the channel going. So thank you. You guys love that clip. I love it too, man. Dominic said it's Jake. Oh my God, it's too funny. As I get ready to head on out here, Val, once again, putting the link in for tonight. Again, 6 p.m., guys. 6 p.m. And we're going to be hanging out with the Kelly Maroney. I still can't even believe it, man. I really can't. It's going to be awesome. Kabil in the chat. Welcome to the chat as we get ready to head on out, but definitely catch the replay. Jenny and Trish are my best final girls from Friday. Okay. But Megan is underrated. Megan is truly underrated. Yeah. And again, we just talked about her in our Versus stream on Tuesday night. And definitely Megan is underrated. I totally agree. All right, guys. Well, hey, this was a lot of fun. You guys really took this in a lot of directions I wasn't even expecting. You guys came up with some really cool choices. So definitely this might be a conversation we got to have again, and maybe actually putting some of these underrated final girls against each other. Have some really good fun with that. So anyways, I will catch you guys later on. Hopefully I will see all of you tonight at 6 Eastern Standard Time when we're talking to Kelly Maroney. It's going to be a blast, and we really would appreciate the support. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch. Peace.